There we go.
Yay! It's working now, I think.
Yay.
Live in 4 minutes.
Oh, really?
Let me.
Are you guys getting that same thing?
Oh.
Did you just take a picture with me looking down?
Live. Let me open up the chat and say hello and howdy.
All right. Says one person's watching. So hello.
That would be me.
Oh, that's you? Okay.
I don't
Hi.
Hit that thumbs up button. Hello, good evening. I hope you are all well.
Hi. I didn't know if it was actually working again. I got kicked out of my own thing, man. I tell you what.
Troublemaker.
I know. I'm on the struggle bus or something today. Hi, Alicia.
Hello.
I hope everybody's had a good Saturday so far. We were just discussing weather behind the scenes a minute ago.
Mm-hmm.
Some of us are getting rain and some of us are getting sunshine.
I got lots of sunshine. Yeah. The sunshine, that's to make up for the snow this week, and then the...
Yeah. It's you. Okay, hi. I'm trying to update everything. Like, I had to rechange my password, set my password, and Alicia, you wouldn't even believe. I set us to private, so I had to restart over. So,
all right.
I'm just, yeah.
Oh, does one of us have volume on? Is it me? I hear an echo.
Is it when I'm talking?
No.
I don't hear it.
Can you hear it now?
No.
I need to stop putting my face so close.
Cheers.
Hi, Abby or Hope or both of you.
Oh, yes.
You never know.
Can we try to be like, I'm going to be like Alicia and like guess. All right. I'm going to guess Abby. We'll see how I do.
I played it safe.
I see that.
Because 10 to 1, they're in the same house. So,
yeah.
You know.
I'm going to say hi, Abby.
Okay. Well, we do have 7 people watching. I know some of that is probably us, but if you haven't said hello, please go ahead and do that. And then since we hopped on, it is Abby. Since I got us on here a little bit late, I will just go ahead and jump in. I think everybody knows everybody, but if you guys want to introduce yourselves, you are welcome to do that. I mean, I think we're all family here, right? So far.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
Hi, Anna.
Hi, Anna. Actually, let's just go ahead. So, who wants to go first? You want to go?
On my screen, I'm next to you. I don't
okay.
know for everybody,
yeah.
But
okay.
My name is Nina. My channel is called Wrestling with Disney. We're talking about wrestling, Disney, my cat, who is represented here in these ears from Thrifty Nerdy Mom. I became friends with all these ladies here through having a YouTube channel, and it's been the most fun ever. So since we can't hang out in person, we hang out on live streams like this, and it's the best. Yes. So thank you for hanging out with us, because that's really how it all feels like, one big group hangout.
Yeah.
All right, Beth, the Collectioners Club.
Well, I'm Beth from the long lost Collectioners Club channel, and I don't know when my last video was, and I don't know when my next one will be, but hey, I'm glad to be here, and I'm glad to have all of you as friends. So.
Yes. And we're glad that you're here with us and that you hang out with us, all of you. My name's Nicole, not to be confused with NZ Cole, which is how I introduce myself on my channel, and I guess that confuses people, but my name is Nicole, and I have a family channel, and we do lots of different things for fun, and it's amazing getting to connect with all sorts of people and make friends, and that's what we're doing here tonight, and sharing some fun too. I'm really excited about this one.
Yes, And I'm excited to have all three of you here. And I'm sure everybody here knows me, but if you don't, hi. My name's Heather, Disney housewife. And I met all of these beautiful ladies, except I guess Nicole found me, but I met Nina through Beth, who did a wonderful collab years ago, New Year, New Friends. And I think it was the pin exchange has how you found me, right, Nicole? So in a sense, Beth put us all together, whether she realizes that or not.
Good.
Yeah, but I do Disney
thing.
content, but I fell down a rabbit hole of BookTube. So I'm trying to add more things that I love to do instead of just Disney all the time. Because as you know, if you can't be at the parks all the time, it's so hard to come up with original content and things like that. So just doing a little bit of everything that piques my interest at the time. So I do appreciate all the support, and I appreciate everybody coming here tonight. Apparently, I have a clothespin on my tongue and I can't talk tonight, so I apologize. But yeah, we thought we would do some Disney Easter egg talk tonight. So we're glad to have you with us. So hello, everyone coming in.
Yeah, it's always fun reading the chat and seeing everyone who comes in. We really appreciate when you can comment and just let us know you're here. I am checking my text for my mother, who never knows how to comment on videos. And
so you have to keep us updated. What does she think?
Well, hello, Nina's mom, if you were watching. Okay. I don't know if you ladies have had any time to research Disney Easter eggs this week or not. There's a lot that are pretty popular out there that we've seen, you know, pretty frequently on social media. Yeah. There was one thing I wanted to research this week and didn't have time to do. And that was in Ratatouille on the stock pot. You know how like it'll say Cuisinart or whatever the brand actually is. There is a little initial just offset of the handle, and I haven't been able to research that this week. So I don't know if that actually is part of an animator's little signature initials on the stock pot or not. So I would really love to know if that is a little Easter egg of some sort. But does anyone want to go first? Because I have a few, but they're probably pretty common.
I hadn't heard of any in Ratatouille, so I would love, once you get a chance to look at that, I would love to find that out too, because I hadn't heard about that one.
Okay. So yeah, there's a couple from Ratatouille I can share later, but I was going to let everybody else go first.
I think the first one is like in all Pixar films, look for A113 or A-113, or it's on apartment things, it's in newspapers, it's on doors, it's the most well-known. That Pizza Planet truck comes out a lot, and so does the skull from Sid's shirt. I think that those are three that are, I have a lot that I love from movies that are a little bit less talked about, but I think that those are all really prevalent.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, and I know like not Pixar. They love to like insert princesses in crowds. Yes. That's a common one too. You know, like Rapunzel at the coronation of Elsa, and Belle in The Hunchback of Notre Dame, and so they love to stick those. Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. I was just talking about that. Great minds think alike, Abby.
Yeah, and I saw the one where Belle was in her provincial gown or village dress, however you want to word it. I did see that in a photo at the very bottom of Hunchback of Notre Dame, or Notre Dame, however you want to say it.
I really appreciate the ones that are kind of pre-Pixar, because like they're less like Pixar. We know to expect it now, but I feel like then we didn't. And one of them that I saw the other day that I sent you, Heather, was there's a figure that looks like the Beast in the Sultan's Menagerie, and I'll actually put a link to an article that has it, and it also has some other ones of these Easter eggs. A similar one, which is very noticeable, I remember noticing it as a kid, is in Hercules when he pulls out almost like a lion's like fur, like
when he
yeah. that picture is also on the link I sent. So where it links,
Yeah.
it also shows a picture of what Heather mentioned of Belle in the Hunchback, which is so cool.
Yeah. And Genie he was a great source of pulling out Sebastian, pulling out.
And then there was it Flounder was in the tapestry of Moana? Moana, can't even talk.
Yeah. Okay, now to me, this is a controversial one. I don't know. Speaking of Moana, they were saying that there were a couple of nods to why can't I think of it? Olaf in Moana, like when she's gathering all of her things to go, on her adventure, and there's like an odd shaped carrot that really resembles his nose, and like a stick, like his hand. And quite frankly, I think that's dark. If indeed they put, Olaf's essentially body parts in her, I don't think that's right. I mean,
Dismemberment.
I know he can melt, but I don't want to think about him melt.
That's so funny.
I put a link to that picture as well if anybody wants to see it, to see what it means. Because it would be like having somebody's nose and arms.
I know.
Yeah.
It's sketchy. That's very sketchy.
What's really fascinating is more so the theory behind the connection between Rapunzel and Frozen and those two worlds.
Yeah.
Like, I love when there's full on. Like, it's not an Easter egg, but there is a fan theory that Mary Poppins went to Hogwarts, and I think that's like brilliant because she has kind of wizarding ways. Yeah.
I love, like, Peter grabs the clock and he changes the time, and in return and then that's why Mary Poppins, everything is 5 minutes early. And then when they go up there and Mary Poppins returns and they fix the clock back, they're refixing what Peter did when he landed on the clock tower. Like, I love all those little things very much. So, yeah.
That's a good one, Nicole. I like that.
Yeah, I like the so Mrs. Potts and Chip are also in Meet the Robinsons. They're part of the ground floral stuff, and that's one of my favorite movies. So, but I love looking for Mrs. Potts is in so many movies. They really do utilize her a lot.
And there's somebody in Mrs. Potts' costume very briefly when they're out trick-or-treating in Hocus Pocus. She's like,
really?
Yeah. I don't know if I can find it because I was looking for Ratatouille, but yeah, there's a really cute little scene where that's happening. And there's something I didn't notice in the Ratatouille pot before. Like, am I even a Ratatouille fan? I don't know if it'll show, but there's a theory here that there is a Mickey head. Oh shoot, which way do I go? I always go backwards. Uh-oh.
I do too.
Oh,
yeah, like a distorted Mickey head in the pot.
Upside down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it says on the pot here is. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. I was like, that's a whole nother. The hidden Mickeys. We could be here all night. How many they put in the movies and everywhere else.
Oh, here's one I never heard of before, but I saw on BuzzFeed, so I can put a link. It's in The Little Mermaid when they're at Eric's castle and they're eating, like when he's like, let's eat before this crab goes off my plate, and then it's gone. They're paintings, and one of them has Sleeping Beauty and Prince Philip, which I never knew. So that's probably
I need to look at that. Definitely.
One of the oldest examples, I think, so far that we've seen. Like, I'm wondering what's one of the first Easter eggs they did in the movies.
Right. Yeah. It's like Thomas Kincaid, one of my favorite, like, my love for him came for the fact that after he did the first painting, he started hiding characters from each painting in each individual painting. And I love that that's like reminiscent of the Disney films, in all honesty, because you have so many, like, oh, this scene shows this. Oh, there is that dress in that, like, Sleeping Beauty's dress in the window of that shop and stuff. And, like, I don't know, Big Hero 6 is one that we thought was really kind of funny because Frozen. So you have Franz is on the like wanted poster in that one. Mittens, there's a picture of Mittens, and she's got a Stitch onesie on her, looking just not happy at all. And then Stan Lee is Fred's father, which they show the picture, and I'm always like, I can't believe that. And Brad and Belle watched this animated series, so. But my favorite that I had to show, just in case Beth didn't know, Honey Lemon's phone has a Nick Wilde phone case.
Does she? Oh, I didn't know that. See, and this is weird because I have a couple of my favorites because they're like near and dear to my heart. And here Nina and Nicole just mentioned two other things that are near and dear to my heart. Because like the one, because I love the Paperman. I've talked about that before, and this is so obscure, but I mean, they say that it is, but when in Wreck-It Ralph, when Ralph is at his villains meeting, support group, bad guys group, whatever, and like if you look past his head on the bulletin board, they have like a letter that's, you know, tacked to the bulletin board, and it has a kiss print on it, and it's supposed to be a nod to Paperman. You know, with the, you know, which, you know, and then the other thing is from a ride, and I didn't know if we were going to talk about rides too, but in Toy Story Land, the, you know, Andy's dog is named Buster, and he's a dachshund. And during the, when you go up to the ride and they have the, I think it's the, is it the standby time? I'm not sure, or if it's the return, you know, for Fast Pass, but it's Buster's tag. So if you look at the back of it, it says Buster. So, gosh, now I've got a Dachshund one, I've got a Nick Wilde one, I got a Sleeping Beauty one, I got a Paperman one. I'm good to go.
Speaking of your toys, oh, go ahead.
So I just saw one more that I think is now the oldest one that I've been able to find, is that in Alice in Wonderland, in the scene where she has her trial, there's a juror's box with all these birds, and one of them is Jose from Three Amigos. So I never knew that. And so that's a pretty older one where they're doing that. So I thought that was really cool.
Thank you, Abby. Yes. It's fascinating that you're going all the way back and trying to find the oldest one, Nina, because I wonder, like, who had that idea? Thank you, Abby. It was driving me nuts. I didn't know which one it was. Yeah, because, and what's cool is like when it's like a more recent film, but they put a character from way back. You know, where the kids wouldn't have any clue. Like in Great Mouse Detective, didn't they have a character from Alice in Wonderland? I forget what his name was, but he was like a chimney sweep or something. It was like a gecko.
The frog guy.
Was he? I'm trying to remember what his name was, but they had him in there when the villain was doing his like song. And he was like, you know, rank in with, which is weird because I think they were all like, what were they, weasels? And he's the only, like, I forget. Hello. He was in there. And I thought that was cool that they went all the way back to Alice in Wonderland for, you know, a fairly recent film, you know?
Yeah.
I guess they put them in there for us, you know, older, you know, people been around for a while.
I wonder if you guys have any movies or characters that you would like to see exist in the same universe, like they have established, like Frozen and Tangled too.
You know, I really haven't heard the Frozen and Tangled connection. I've always heard the Frozen and Tarzan, that connection with their families being of the same lineage. I've not really heard. I mean, I know they were on the same time length, but not a connective.
Is they were going to the parents got shipwrecked going to Corona. I forget for what event it was, but that's part of. There's really great full length like YouTube videos and theories on it, where we could really get the whole timeline that they provided on it. I just got the bits and pieces that stayed in my mind, but I have heard about Tarzan as well.
Yeah,
I love that.
Well, is it that the parents?
Yeah, the parents left and they didn't actually die. They got shipwrecked on another island. They had Tarzan and then were killed by obviously the jaguar and stuff like that. So Tarzan would be Anna and Elsa's baby brother.
I love that.
That just blows your mind to think of the possibilities.
And then there was one where in Toy Story where Jessie, the doll Jessie, could have been Andy and Bonnie's, not Bonnie, but Andy and what's the little sister's name? Could have been their mom's doll when she was little.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
That's cute.
Okay. I think it was a theory.
Okay.
There you go.
Like it's just so fun to weave these things together.
Well, and they're so like detail oriented. I wouldn't put it past them, you know, at some point to say, oh, I mean, like, you know, at least kind of maybe start the rumor that, you know, put it out there and see if it took off. Because, I mean, the stuff they come up with is amazing. The Imagineers and the animators.
And they take so long to actually create a film. I'm sure that they have all these different storyboards up at a time. And in their mind, I mean, these are their families and they're spending all of this time creating these characters and developing the backstories on them.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that they're doing that crossover in their mind as well. So
yeah,
probably why they're so easy to piece together like that.
Yeah. Well, and what's really strange is you can actually see the family resemblance. If you look hard enough, you know, like his parents, especially, I'm like, yeah, I totally see that. There's a resemblance there.
It's the same with back in the day when they do animation cell by cell by cell, they would reuse different things and add to it. So like Duchess, there's a pose and you can literally put on top of that pose Maid Marian. And just add her things like, and you got the exact same everything, mannerism and everything. All they did was change the outfit or like little tweaks because it was hard to draw one by one by one. I think that's why I love like the old animation styles. But it is kind of cool when you're watching them and being like, hey, look, that's actually from this movie.
Yeah. Absolutely. I think, didn't they redo the Snow White dance with, what character was that?
I think it was with Maid Marian as well.
Was it?
Yeah, poor Robin Hood was on budget.
those were the cheap years. They were trying to pinch pennies.
I do love Robin Hood though. Oodalati.
Oh, that's my favorite part.
They're lovely. Oh my gosh.
Song has received a new resurgence. It's been sped up and used for a TikTok viral trend of where people put on this clown face and play this ditty going, it goes really fast where it's like do, but when you slow it down you realize it's the guy in the beginning, I forget his name, going, you know, do.
Yep, it's Alan A. Rourke singing his little song.
And so it's just so funny that that's now viral on TikTok. And no one knows, like, you know, like that, oh, I'm doing a Disney tune.
Goodness.
That your voice is soothing.
I know.
You should read like Disney fairy tales on. You should bring the channel back where you do stories. Where you
could you just read your children like read books?
Don't they have like channels that just read stories?
But not.
Yeah, they do. There are a couple of them that I watch.
Really? It would be soothing just to have somebody it would take you back to your childhood, when your parents read you.
Mm-hmm.
And hey, I wouldn't have to edit or do much to this, so that'd be great. Thank you.
I know.
That would be so fun. Oh my God.
I'm going to send you a bunch of Michaela's books, and you can just read. Okay. She would love that too. That would be a lot of fun.
Like fun.
We were talking about Toy Story Land earlier and Buster's sweet little tag. And is that right? Buster's tag? I'm getting confused.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, wait a minute. Nina's cat.
Right.
On the, I forget exactly where it is because we've not been to Toy Story Land yet, but there's a thing of Rex. It's like his box that he came in. The price tag actually is the year that the movie came out. The price.
Oh, wow. I love that. I love, because we're talking about characters, but there's also a lot of those great ones that have like dates and, oh,
You're the sweetest.
He is.
I love how when they replace a ride, there's usually a hidden nod to the previous ride. I don't know if anyone watching has any other examples. I know offhand in the stonework for the Little Mermaid ride, there's kind of like a piece that looks like the Nautilus to represent the voyage, the Leagues Under the Sea ride.
Submarine, yeah.
So I don't know if anyone recalls any other Easter eggs that specifically give a nod to the ride they're replacing, but I feel like they definitely are others.
Yeah. Mr. Toad.
Yeah.
Yes, he's in, is it Winnie the Pooh's ride?
Yeah. Yeah. And he also has a tombstone.
He does.
Which again, why am I bringing up all the sketchy stuff? But there it is.
Because you're the Halloween person. That's why.
She's our ghost host.
She's our ghost host.
This makes me very happy, the one I put up here, because I love the Great Movie Ride. Yes, it needed updated, but I loved it so much to know that there is a reference.
I think that's what's fun about Easter eggs. Like the Easter eggs are so much fun because while you're like immersing in the newer movies and stuff, you're being kind of reminded of some of the older ones, and you get excited and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm watching Coco. Is that The Incredibles? But in De La Morte's stuff, is that Nemo on there? And then you go back and you end up watching movies that you maybe haven't watched because you get like, I don't know. I get excited about everything, so, whatever. But
hey, Josh.
It's interesting. I'd love to see it.
Yeah, me too. Let's just pack up and go, okay?
Yes. Clearly, this needs to be a vlog. Let's just stop what we're doing, get to the Magic Kingdom.
Take it on the road. It'd be great footage. Everybody's road trip down and...
Nina, you're on your own though. Like you're gonna have to meet us down there because we all could go in a row and pick each other up, but you're like way over there.
I'll detour.
Yeah, just meet us, and then we'll take off once you get here.
It'd be like a 13-hour drive to get me, and then we could get back.
Oh, and my husband just bought a used RV, so we're good. Got a potty and everything.
The channel does need to come back for RV vlogs. I feel like I need to see you guys traveling in the RV. Like this is like a need, not just a want.
He took early retirement, ladies and gentlemen.
That's
great.
So yeah.
When you
the
RV,
first thing he did was get a used RV. So.
And when you RV, you need to go to the thrift stores and the antiquing, because that's what I miss the most is her going antiquing.
Yeah.
The creepiest thing, she's so scary. I'd be like, oh my gosh, that's the thing made of nightmares. And Beth's like, look at this adorable Mickey. I'm like, it's not cute, Beth. It's not cute.
We still need to do a scary montage. There's some scary stuff out there. I thought,
Halloween.
This is totally off topic, but if you wouldn't mind for just a mo. So we used to do a Christmas party, and I used to send grandma gifts to everybody, right? They were the ugliest things you have ever seen in your life. And I thought, how can I do something with the boo ball about that? Like, every fifth person gets like the ugliest thing they've ever, and let's have that on film. I think that would be fabulous.
That would
It would be.
Yeah.
I would love to see the reactions of the people opening up their terrifying gift. Like,
it's an Easter egg. It's like,
I mean, I would find them in my bushes. They were so mean to me. There'd be an ugly Santa peeking out of the bush, like, I guess I deserve it, but still.
Just
that
don't
goes right
see
along with
now.
Yeah, absolutely. When you got a potty, you can go. You can go anywhere.
Oh my goodness, what is my favorite?
Absolutely.
memory?
For the rest of the for the rest of the month of October, Abby. That's a wonderful idea.
Oh my goodness. Let's see. I guess my favorite memories is like every time I take my daughter to Walt Disney World and seeing her see the sign when you're going under it, and then you have like Donald on one side of the road, and then whoever. It's been a while, I forget who's on the other side, but like you're driving around it, and she gets so excited she doesn't know where to look first. So between that and like, just seeing her and my husband interact is so sweet. She always hugs him and like, thanks, Daddy, for the trip. So that's always really sweet. So that would be it. And then at Magic Kingdom, of course, oh gosh, that's really hard. Maybe seeing her hang out at the Country Bears. She loves to see them. So I try to be selfless, living that mom life. So I always think about her as my favorite.
I thought you were going to say her and Gaston, because she,
oh yeah,
hubba.
I know she loves Gaston too.
Yeah.
I hope that answered your question. But yeah,
Heather, when you mentioned the welcome sign, it made me think, because we would drive down every year as a family, but you could tell when we were getting older because we would stop going manic when we saw that sign. Like, we'd be like, all right, but it wasn't like,
Okay, so the question is, have you come back around, Nina, and do you now go
back to manic?
Yes,
yeah. It all comes full circle.
You go through that phase where you're like, I'm too cool.
Yeah.
And then it's like, who cares? Yay!
I was never cool, so I get really excited. I literally get really excited about finding the Rubbermaid buckets that I really wanted in red and green for Christmas colors when I'm going to Menards. That happened today. So yeah,
you
but
Wow.
I'm
I
at
need
Maine.
to go to Menards.
The kids just know it's coming. They're like, oh, listen, Mom loves this song and she's going to dance now through the aisles. Great.
Just enjoy life.
Right. That's all you can do. If I make you uncomfortable, sorry.
There's a few other aisles in the store. Just go have fun.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, that is too funny. All right.
Well, I love the Haunted Mansion thing. If we're talking about theories and stuff, there's so much theory involved with the Haunted Mansion. But those little Easter eggs that they put for people to find, like whether or not the Imagineers have gone through determines whether you see a hidden Mickey on the dining room table. Is it the dining room table? No, it's a ballroom table. Because I guess when the Imagineers go through, they set it back right the way it's supposed to, but all the cast members try to put that hidden Mickey on the table, which I think is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So, and just some other little things that they've put here and there. Isn't there like a wedding ring that's supposed to be like embedded in the seamen as you're walking, and they're
Mhm.
like, oh no, that doesn't, that's not supposed to be a wedding ring. Wink, wink. Like I think they love setting their imaginations. Oh, me too. I would.
I wanted to know more about
I heard.
that.
Yeah. Who was going to? Wasn't there like a famous director? I can't think. That was supposed to direct this time, and he's a really big fan. So, uh, they need to give it another shot, don't they? I think we
Yeah,
can
it
all
was,
agree.
I have to say I love the Power of Terry movie more.
They do it for you.
I mean, it was, it's a campy little thing, I guess you can roll out every Halloween, but come on. Because, I mean, the Pirates movies seem so grand. It's
Mhm.
like, let's
Yeah.
just, pull all the stops.
I would love to see Tower of Terror. Like, I know that they have, but I mean, like, really engulf it into the Disney world, like the
Yeah.
family and stuff like that, and give me some backstory. Because why is there a mannequin when you get off that ride staring at you and you feel stuck? You feel stuck, and the mannequin's right. The ventriloquist dummy is right there.
That's
Yeah.
why, because you feel stuck in it. It's just there to mess with you, Nicole.
Such a trigger.
Repetitively, it's that mannequin that really gets to me.
Yes. Speaking of which, didn't they stick Pinocchio in that hub in
Yes.
Tangled?
The
That's
ugly duckling.
that's sketch again. I'm sorry. Sticking him up in the rafters is just spooky,
Well,
Here I am
Halloween is
again.
technically skinned and wore scar. That didn't seem to bother.
Yeah, that's so okay. So I'm not the only sketch person on the panel. That's fantastic.
There also is, well, first I do have to say I did love the Tower of Terror TV movie with Steve Gutenberg as a kid.
Oh
I haven't really
gosh.
watched it as an adult, so but if there's with at the rate they remake movies, why not that one? You could do some
Yeah.
good stuff with it.
Get more in like the historical aspect of it, like take you back in time and really, lead you up to the event and
or act like
more
you're giving
so.
us like a full-length Twilight Zone episode on this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need
Yeah.
a book now because they definitely made the Goosebumps into Disney movies by the Chills books that I've been reading with Belle. I'd read them by myself, I'm not even going to lie. But they're like meant for 10-year-olds and whatnot. But
Ooh, that's exciting.
I know I would love to see them make that into a TV series like they did Goosebumps because it's the exact same. It just has a Disney flair. Like,
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because
about Jungle Cruise, right? Because that's going to be coming out. That didn't come out yet.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So I mean, it's got The Rock. That's usually a part of the ingredient for success with anything.
Yeah.
Because I love Jumanji.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to look more about this.
They really are like proving that they can even do like, big productions on Disney Plus, with the Marvel. I mean, they have such like cinematic presence, on Disney Plus. So that cat is huge.
Yeah, he's huge, and he doesn't know why I'm sitting on this side of the table because this is where Daddy works. So he's like, but he's almost 20 pounds of a cat. He's
wow. Wow.
Yeah, speaking of spin-offs, I think he needs his own channel.
I know, right? He sleeps a lot. You don't get that big from doing nothing, but like he eats and he sleeps. He yells at us for more food and to get off his pillow.
So relatable.
Dinosaur cat. I am so proud. Yes. Wait. Oh, yeah.
That was like the best thing you could have ever said about her cat.
Yes.
I used to have a dog named Sarah, so we would call her a Triceratops. And we wanted to get her like a frill for Halloween so she could have the Triceratops frill.
Yes.
That
I don't know what I
scarred
did.
me so much, that scene. Oh, no,
So
thank you.
I have another Parks Easter egg.
Okay.
At the Muppets, there's like when you walk in the queue, there's a sign saying like back in 5 minutes, leave key under mat. And
Yes,
the mat, there's like a key in the ground.
that's it.
Yes.
And that's one of the. I love that. What is it? Oh gosh, Annette. Um, it's in the Muppets. Darn it,
And then
Annette full of Jello.
oh yes, and it's
Or
like
Annette Funicello.
yellow.
That's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
She gets a lot of mileage out of that too, because on an episode of Full House, I think it was Danny who had a crush on Annette, and
Annette?
it was Michelle who said, Annette, funny Jello.
Funny yellow.
So they get a lot of mileage out of that. Like everybody uses that. It's so funny.
This is like
Yeah.
my own Easter egg because of that episode. It's like a family Easter egg, or anyone who loves Full House. Whenever you see Aladdin, you have to at the parks. You have to go Steve because DJ kept thinking Aladdin was Steve.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I see. That's one of those things. It's terrible, but when I think the Imagination Pavilion, I always think of the Dream Finder and how it. Does anybody was anybody old enough to remember what the ride was like before they redid it? That was one of my favorites. I love that so much. And I think they put something in there too. Well, Figment now is more prevalent in that, but I think they put something on the door or something for Dreamfinder or something. But it's just sad.
No, I'm sad that Auntie. We used to spend hours in the Honey I Shrunk the Kids playland. Like that was Belle's favorite place, and she loves the movie. Like she loves Honey I Shrunk the Kids. So the whole Auntie thing has her wrecked. So to see Auntie there in live person, she loved that place. And I'm like, it's so sad when you grow you grow attached to these attractions, and they have to make way like form new and stuff, but they pay homage to it, so that's nice.
Yeah, it is a hard walk, I think, to figure out, how much nostalgia to leave and to go forward, because I know Walt said we're always moving forward, but it just would be lovely to have little bits of nostalgia, to kind of preserve, but which ones, because everybody's got different favorites and stuff, so that would be hard.
Hi, Katrina.
Hi,
Welcome.
Katrina.
Yeah, I missed. I don't know. Oh yeah, Splash Mountain. You guys remember the backlot area where they had the steamroller? Like it was. You didn't go to that park unless you like laid under it, like you were being smushed.
Yes.
Like
before there were Instagram walls, they were like photo spots like that,
Yep.
The Bluebird.
Oh, I lost you. I'm sorry. Hi, Saria. This is very
the Bluebird
in Splash Mountain. The everything is satisfactual. Is that what she's talking about, or is she talking about?
Okay.
When I think the Bluebirds too, Saria, I think like the new little birdie in the railroad, but I haven't been on it, so I don't know what his name is, but I saw him in the Squishables. That's not what they're called. They're called Wishables, but we call them Squishables. So they're squishy.
Squishable too, yeah.
I am my own person. It's okay. Language hard.
Yes, well, you came up with what Syria was referring to. So
yeah, because I love that part where the bluebird singing. Yes, Chubby, Shuri, the little bird. Oh,
yeah,
that's really cute.
Yeah, I think so too. Absolutely. Even if it is a bit hidden, but because I mean that's what we're talking about, right, Nicholas? I mean, these hidden Easter eggs to like old things, or hidden Mickeys, or it makes it more interesting, to look back or
Mhm.
look at Mickey or whatever.
Appreciating where you've been to, acknowledge where you're going, or, I like
Yeah.
it. I like just kind of having those little nods.
Yeah, absolutely.
I also think like with the parks and stuff like that, or even the movies, you have to keep up with everybody else and what they're able to do. And, the ride technology is advancing at such a rapid rate now that,
Yeah.
I mean, pretty soon we're not even going to get on rides. We're going to put on a headpiece and virtually feel it. So it's a hard balance, but I love that when you're walking through, you can nostalgically look at things and know where they came, like, oh, that's the statue of Mr. Toad because Mr. Toad was here before. Like, I love that. And with the movies, the same thing. Like, you're like, oh, look, oh, he's so cute. Remember that movie?
Yeah. Gosh, if we start putting helmets on virtual reality, we won't even have to go to Florida. I mean, we can just drive around in the RV and be like, woo, we're on a, Disney ride. You know what I mean?
The vlogs will come out soon. It's okay.
Out of the Defunct Land. I'm pretty sure it was Defunct Land and not Yesterworld. His dream was to create a virtual experience of all the retired rides. So that you could just virtually go there. But I think what I see in his channels and the others is that because of all these Easter eggs and nods, people who never experienced these rides, weren't even alive when they existed, which is crazy to think, now get this interest in the ride and want to research it and wish they could experience it, but kind of pull up from our memories and our photos and videos, which is so fun.
Yeah.
Or watch YouTube videos of the Main Street Electrical Parade because it breaks your heart that it's gone.
Yeah.
I wonder what is everybody's. I'm sure everyone in the chat too has that one parade because those retire so much more frequently.
Yeah.
Mine is Spectromagic. That was my favorite retired parade. That if I could go back and experience for one night, it would be that.
I want to say the Main Street Magical parade, but in all honesty, I think the Jumpin' Jungle parade was my favorite. That Animal Kingdom parade, because the characters there you couldn't see anywhere except sometimes at Fantasmic. So it got you up and moving, and you saw the Spellwalkers, and it was a feel good. There was nothing about that parade that didn't make you feel good.
Yeah. Yeah, they move in that one for sure. I know, Sarah. I was just trying to think of one of the old parades at Epcot. Do you remember when it was the millennial celebration? See, I never can think of, but they had a tapestry parade. Like to this day, it's hard to get even the recording from that because it was kind of, I don't know, I guess because it wasn't in the Magic Kingdom, but it was just such a neat parade that I think people liked it far more than they anticipated. So when they got rid of it, it was missed far more than what people thought it was going to be. But it was, I do not remember, I want to say it's the tapestry, something to do with I'm going to have to Google it, but seriously. I'll let you know when he sees his first one. That's I mean, he's pretty much like, I'm going to go have a hot dog or a cup of coffee and I'll be here when it's over and I'll see you afterwards.
I just posted it in the comments too. I love the Boo to You parades, the Halloween parades. I've never seen them,
Nina,
but I love watching them.
How can I forget about that one?
I love the song. Oh, this is a damn song.
I will say, I really want to see the Gravediggers. That's I would really like to see that. the grave diggers with the whole shovels and the sparks and stuff. That looks so intriguing.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
I
cool.
love when like the pirate float comes and they start doing like the pirate's life ditty over the Boo to You ditty.
Yeah, it melds perfectly. Yes.
I love it.
You know, the strangest element I thought too, I think it was out in Disneyland. They were celebrating the anniversary of the Haunted Mansion. And I'm sure everyone saw it. They had the bride, but she was like on some kind of mechanism where she was like rolling around. So she looked like she was gliding. She wasn't like,
Ooh.
walking around. Again, I'm bringing up another sketch thing because that was creepy because it literally looked like she was, and her dress was huge, as you can imagine. I'm sure she has a small car under there to get her, wherever she needed to go, but it was weird.
Also, how cool that they opened the Halloween parade with the Headless Horseman. Like, that's really freaking neat.
That is nice.
Yes, because he doesn't get enough love.
I kind of want a Huey, Dewey, and Louie, like the trick or treat scene thing. I would love to have one of like them for meet and greet or something.
Yes.
Because that's one of my favorite Disney shorts ever. And that witch, like, it's just so funny. I just love it.
Yes.
I'm not scary, but I'll give you that one's good for me.
I'm so with you. That is such an underappreciated Halloween short, in my opinion. It's so good.
Disney's Halloween treat.
Oh yeah, that song. Oh, I love it.
I really do like watching the parades on YouTube, though. It is fun to do. It's harder to get the older ones, but sometimes you can, and it's
thank goodness they recorded these things. The old rides, the old parades. So if you want to check them out again, they're there.
We fell in love with River of Lights, and I know most people didn't like it, but we absolutely we were crying at the end. It was just so moving and beautiful, and I love the stained glass element. We recorded it, and thank God we did, because it went away so quick. It went away just as fast as it came, and so we have that video to go back and watch, and it is nice. It's nice that when I didn't personally record it, somebody on YouTube has, and I can watch my favorite ride through. I can watch my favorite show or the stage show. I don't know. Star Wars days back 10 years ago, they used to have the Star Wars days in Hollywood studios at the end of May and the beginning of June. And they had these epic Star Wars shows that were the funniest things ever. Seriously. And they have them there now. It's on YouTube. And I'm so happy because you didn't know that they were going away. And then suddenly they were gone.
Yeah. And back then it was hard. A camera. I mean, those poor dads were they were huge, to take those. So.
Or at least the flip out, you at least had to hold an actual cam. It wasn't just a little square camera or phone. It was an actual flip out camera. You're auto zooming it.
Yeah, they took one for the team.
Yeah.
For sure on those.
I'm wondering if any of you in your trips, because we've been going a long time to these parks, would experience when at Hollywood Studios, maybe MGM at the time, they would always do a parade for the newest released film. So while I'd been there, I'd seen the Aladdin one, I think Mulan, and then Toy Story. So I'm wondering if you guys ever experienced any of those parades.
Yeah.
I remember was it Stars and Motor Cars? I remember that. I don't know if that's the same thing. Is that the one you're talking about?
No, it was, they would have a parade just like they had and they would reuse some of the floats, but they did an Aladdin parade with the big genie, and then the spitting camels were part of the parade first before there was a ride. And then they started doing that with every newly released film. I'm not sure when they stopped, but it
felt like they had the Aladdin one a little bit longer than any. I don't know why. I guess they were like, we've got spinning camels, and by golly, we're going to use them for a while.
I'm going to back up here for a second because I don't know if any of you guys have seen this. It was where did it go? Oh, I just missed it again. There it is. The Jungle Book Night Show at Animal Kingdom in 2016. I didn't see that. I was there, but I just didn't see that. So apparently I missed it.
Yeah, I need to Google that.
And that's something I only got to experience because somebody put it online, which is great.
I'll have to look at that.
That was 20. And yeah.
Saria, did I hear you say you're going back in December? Did I just hear that in your vlog? I need to know more about that. Just saying.
36. As long as you get there.
That's perfect.
Yeah. I think my husband
Nicole was 32.
Mm-hmm. That's it. My father, we're talking about next year, and my dad has really been talking a lot more about, like, he really wants to go to Disney. He really wants to go to Disney, and he'll be 62. And he is really serious. He's like, I want to go next June. I'm going to be in Florida next summer. I'm like, oh yeah, what for, Dad? I thought maybe he's a truck driver. No, he's like, I'm going to Disney. You said we were, okay. Like, I didn't know I was making promises, but okay.
That's great.
That's going to be great. What an experience.
Yeah, Damon didn't go till he was 32 as well. So.
Wow.
I went the first time when I was 8. I'm not going to tell you what year that was.
Yeah. Part, there needs to be an upside. The upside is that you're not longing for all these parades and having this nostalgia tug when these rides go away. Hopefully that's at least the upside.
That's exciting. That's exciting, Nicholas.
Staying, Nick. That's great.
No kidding. November will be great.
Yeah,
that's a perfect time to go down there. As a matter of fact, hitting it just right, like you could be there for Halloween and then Christmas. Like, and I want to do that.
There's a whole bunch of Disney YouTubers going down in November. A whole gigantic group.
Pushing Star is going to be.
Yeah, there's like a group. They had so many that they made it into a Facebook group with hundreds of people. And I'm like, social anxiety shut down.
I'm still debating. You never know that, you okay, Heather? I may just go on my own on a whim and meet up. You never know. Because I think
oh gosh, you are so smart, Nicholas. See, that's my goal. In to be there again for both.
Be there for both.
Yeah. Gosh, that's wonderful.
That's great. Oh, so exciting. So exciting. I've been to Disney with friends before I ever did YouTube. And I've been there and met up with the Disney sisters, but I've never had where it's a Disney YouTuber friends at the same time in Disney. I imagine it would be overwhelming.
Oh, it would be a blast.
A blast and overwhelming because it's so much you could do. I'm imagining vlogs of us finding these Easter eggs and just all the things we could do.
Yeah, it'd be like a video of all of us videotaping, everyone else videotaping. It'd be like a huge circle of people videotaping.
So now does Abby know, they don't go to Universal, the Disney sisters, is that correct?
But she will.
Nicole's going to be the one to get her to go.
See Abby in Hogwarts.
Right? Seriously. And
Universal. I really
love Universal.
Even though Jurassic Park doesn't translate for parades and stuff, I still wouldn't mind one. I wouldn't be upset with the Jurassic Park parade.
Me either. And 12 pairs of dino ears, I could just be like, Disney and Jurassic Park, go. Yes, we're going to go. Poor Brad will pull Hope by the hand and get her to go on some of the rides that Abby would be a little less excited about. And then Belle can geek out with Abby making all of the things move in Hogsmeade and stuff with their wands.
I'm so upset we missed April Fool's on this because I would be like, you should have a thumbnail where it's like, we go to Universal, and then you click it and it's like,
That's so funny. And it's really funny. Go ahead.
That would be a blast. A Universal trip and a Disney. I mean, you got to do both, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If you have the time, we haven't had the time the last few times that we've gone. It's either one or the other. So
yeah.
we always do Disney, but boy, I miss Universal.
Yeah, we've often split it, and we've done one all Disney and stuff like that. And I think it just depends. It's a long drive for us, and we always drive.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah,
I love both. It's hard to choose, but I do, like Beth mentioned, like to be able to, I guess, like split it or focus. So like if I'm Disney, it's just Disney. If I'm Universal, it's just Universal. So I can go all in.
Yeah, the magic is different. There's magic in both, but they are very different. And like we are hopeful to do controversial SeaWorld and like Discovery Cove and those things too one day. And like there's so much to do down in Florida that it's hard to choose. And we could stay for 3 weeks, but I mean, we'll go to Disney for 10 days.
Yes.
How does that really help? Now you're exhausted and your feet fell off.
I want to experience the Sesame Street area, and that looks really amazing.
We want to do that so bad.
I'm having such a hard time finding cool Sesame Street shirts for adults. Like I can find toddler stuff, but I'm like Redbubble barely has any. Okay, I'm sorry. I want the whoa aliens and the like the beetles, the Tweedle Beetles, or I want a shirt with the Snuffleupagus on it and stuff like that. I cannot find any. I'm like, I don't want Big Bird or Oscar, dude. Like I want. Come on.
You could totally make your own iron-on transfer. I know you can, Nicole. If anybody can.
I'm just going to paint that.
And just iron that puppy right on your own T-shirt. One of a kind. I know you could do it.
Oh, my goodness.
That's right.
Yeah. Since it takes us like 2 years to save up for Disney, the way we do it, we used to do like all of our tax refund. We go to Disney every year. But then I'm like, okay, well, let's do every 18 months. And now it takes us about 2 years to, spoiler alert, I'll be filming a video, but we shop kick. Sorry, I just saw Alicia's thing. I'm starting to laugh again. I'm so sorry, have her focus. I laugh at everything. I'm so sorry. Oh, okay. So yeah, it takes us about 18 months to 2 years to save up on Shopkick. And what is wrong with me? Having hot flashes now from laughing. But okay, since it takes us 2 years to do that for Disney, we wanted to do like maybe a SeaWorld and Universal trip like in the every other year and just like pay for that out of pocket. So basically we're paying out of pocket for one vacation, but like earning the other. So I derailed. I'm sorry, Alicia, you cracked me up. It doesn't take long for me to get derailed, so everyone knows this about me already.
Yeah, because you're the only one that's talked about anything other than Easter eggs tonight. That's what makes these discussions fun, right? I mean, if we just stuck to the same,
I don't hold most of my struggles in. It's the only difference is there's only like 2 people in the world I get to hear them normally. And now you're like, live! Saturday Night Live, here you go. Struggles about Sesame Street t-shirts coming at you.
And then there'll be like a time lapse and it'll be back to you. I don't want Elmo. I don't want Big Bird. I want the obscure Dino bugs or whatever.
Oh, come on. Like, when you watch Sesame Street, you didn't love the Tweedlebeetles inside Fred and Bert and Ernie's little, like,
I did, but I understand why they're not missing.
Thank you. I'm totally rocking the Wilderness Explorers stuff.
Wait, the theme is everything. It's you're rocking that theme. I love a good theme.
I feel like it was Earth Day. It was just Earth Day, so I really needed to like
even better.
I need Wilderness Explorers because it's like Earth Day was just the other day.
I'm taking my hat off.
Is Joe?
Not to mention those theme park ears aren't the same as the lovely made ones that don't get your head in a vice. So I'm free. You guys are so much better. I hate to say that the crafters do it so much better than the theme park, but you guys really do. So
I hate to say it because it's true.
You know, I mean, none of your guys's give you a headache, but boy, those theme park ones are like, like buy more merch, buy more merch. You know,
maybe they are putting something into us. Come back every 12 months.
Yes,
or ears that hurt your head.
Talk about it's like programming your brain.
See, this is what
yes, Stereo, please get on that.
Yeah.
Nothing for Big Bird to Nicole. Nina and I will be Big Bird.
Swap too. Like Nina's totally down for a Sesame Street.
I'm like, Nicole, do you love Jurassic Park and Sesame Street? Like, I'm getting these additional connections.
I also really have an obsession with Looney Tunes, especially Gossamer. He's like my jam. I kind of freak out.
Obscure characters always.
Sorry.
Go for the front runner. Like, I really like Bugs Bunny, you know, or something easy.
Guys, I like the big furry things. Like Gossamer, I like Sweetums from the Muppets. I'm big into Jim Henson. Right. They're all like these, and then the Tweedlebeetles are just because, like, literally, you just like thought they were hilarious.
What would Freud say?
I have parental problems.
Furry thing, you know, like I'm just.
What is Gossamer? Like, I know what he looks like, a furry heart.
He's the monster.
But
like,
that's not what he is, a monster?
Yeah, he's the monster.
Siri.
The horror films. Hey Siri, who is
He's what you turn into when you don't
wait.
Sesame Street merch.
My husband, while he is slightly furry, is only 5'2", so he is a tiny, tiny guy.
We lost Heather. It's no longer losing. We lost.
Okay, Heather's doubled over.
Big. My cat's 19 pounds of a gigantic hoss of a furry thing. There you go. Like it just.
Yeah.
These comments are making me crazy.
The Sesame Street maid.
Reach the toilet paper. My eyes are leaking.
Oh
my gosh! Don't
yeah,
read
for those who don't know, I'm sitting in front of my camera's star curtain.
Put these on.
Put these on, baby.
Oh my God. Her jacket.
I like my husband just the way he is. And I like him a lot.
Okay, but if he's ever wearing like a big, furry coat and everybody busts out laughing, you can tell him or you don't have to tell him. But
so if I ever go to the beach and you guys see us on the beach and you see him without his shirt on, you'll be like, got it. I know why she likes it.
Got it.
So I remember in high school, you know how girls like to dress up for Halloween and they like to totally kind of they make anything into sexy so and so for Halloween. So my friend and I would try to take the unsexy things. So now I'm like sexy gossamer.
I could make gossamer sexy. I'm crying. You know, Mm-hmm. I just like it when my family dresses up in the t-shirts that I buy them. Like, they don't even pack their stuff. They don't have a say-so. I'm like, we're meeting Rapunzel today. This is what you're wearing. And they all happily go along with it. Like, absolutely. No question.
How does that work?
Everybody.
I mean, the two other men in my family would be like, tell us when you're over it. There's no way we're wearing anything that you. How?
Yeah, my husband's incredibly passive. Like he's very assertive in his job, but he's an incredibly like quiet guy and just wants to see his wife and his daughter smile. And I'd say Brad, but Brad is over like. Have you seen Brad? Brad's okay. Like he doesn't. He could dress himself, and he looks worse than if Mom puts a shirt on him with shorts. Like I go, Bradley, you're wearing Bumble sleep pants out in public with a Mickey Mouse shirt, and your pullover is Nightmare Before Christmas. Like we've got a lot going on here.
I'm amazed that they all go along with you. I'm impressed.
I think for
there's
the
no
RV
way.
series, so for the RV series, you know, one of the plot episodes will be Beth lays out an outfit for Joe to wear, you know, for when they go to meet Rapunzel. Will he wear it? And then we'll see what happens.
Yes.
Oh God.
I can't wait. They don't, in all honesty, nobody wants to wake up that early and figure out what they're wearing. So the fact that I put it all out there, they're happy. Now, Belle has to pick it out prior to. She's a little.
I just pictured the beach scene, Nicole.
There's no way.
Your family, arm in arm, go, mana, mana.
Sure. Mana. I don't always mana, but when I do, do. Mana,
I have a coworker during the day who would just go mana, and then it's like now it's stuck in my head the whole day. And
Yeah.
Mana.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's
No.
Yes, right? I love him. I love my son. If there are any single ladies out there that are serious and kind.
I'm ready for more of the Funko creations that he did on the channel.
Yeah, he just made Kita, but he didn't film it. So.
Beth's voice as a car navigation system.
So sweet.
You're so sweet for making that right turn. Could you do it again at the next stop sign?
Except if it was Joe's car. Oh, for gosh sake, you missed the turn again. Turn back around. You know.
No.
I still want to know how she, gets her whole family on board. Okay,
I'm going to tell a story that I probably shouldn't be telling, but me and my husband, here we go. It's share time, and it has to do with Sesame Street and me dating my husband. So we went to our first Halloween party, and we had to go get costumes. Well, we had drove down south, so we were out in Muncie, Indiana, which is a college town, and we were going to this Halloween party, and we went, and there were no costumes that were going to fit a small guy because he's small. So he went into the children's section. He found an Elmo costume, which was 3T. He decided that was the costume he was wearing to the party. And yes, we got it on him. Did we get it off? It was awkward. But we still have it in my daughter's closet because he wore this bright red, and that was his choice, Beth. So it's not hard.
Really?
Mm-hmm. A 3T.
Wow.
It was just a sweater, and he put it on.
Wow. I'm amazed. I'm amazed.
This was bad. I mean, this was yeah.
Yeah.
But
In my family, I'm the white, sweet, like gushy center in between two of those deep chocolate, sarcastic cookies with my son and my husband. I'm the filling that's holds them together. So there's no way. They would be like, yeah, it's not happening. Whatever you want us to wear, whatever.
You're the middle of the Oreo cookie, and they're the two cookies.
see, that was before when we were dating, and he chose it. I said, "Are you sure this is right?" That's all we said. We said he was Tickle Me Elmo all night long, and people would like come up, and he'd be like, "Ha ha ha!" But he did that himself, Beth. It was not me making him dress up like that. Now he has a hard time dressing up for Halloween. I have to be like, "Look, Daddy's a football player again," and Belle doesn't always fall for it. So we have to do things like, "Look, he's a huntsman, and you're, Little Red Riding Hood." But
creative.
You try. Brad's all in. He's like, "Do I have to shave my legs and dye my hair for this, or like just a little bit of makeup?"
My kind of Halloween guy.
Yeah,
Take it for the team.
definitely.
Be part of the Halloween, group.
He is.
You guys would have a funny like family swap episode, like if they did like
My
ice
gosh.
swap and we did sun swap, and then Beth and Brad would do all of these like the cozy things she's been wanting to do, wearing the matching outfits and stuff.
Just so we're clear, I'm sure your son would come home and he would have a whole new respect for you. He'd be like, "Mom, I love you. I love you." They have flying monkeys on their walls. Weird.
Now, that is true, Nick. It is nice to have that combo of like in a relationship where you have, but Joe is always saying, "You're my straight man. Okay, you're not funny. You're my straight man." I'm like, get over yourself, mister. But it is true.
Yeah, good balance. I know I'm
Yes.
a little hot-headed, and so is a lot of my family. I have all these Italian uncles who have tempers, and I asked my cousin, whose mother, is their, sibling, and I was like, "What's your dad like? Because he's not one of these guys." And he's like, "Oh, he's cool as a cucumber." And I was like, "That's what I need, cool as a cucumber." And then I met Tommy. So.
I was going to say, you did pretty well there.
Yeah, Magic Witching Star Christine. She's the quiet one. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
never met a stranger.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hi.
Oh, hi.
Yeah.
My husband and her just came in from messing around in the garden. I asked him if he wanted to come in and say hi. He won't be on video ever. But he said no, but she said yes.
Aw, I'm glad you did.
Yeah, your mom was talking about Sesame Street characters again.
Wait, buddy. Do you have a costume in your closet?
Yeah, it's Dad's Elmo costume.
It's Dad's Elmo costume.
That would have been a nice show and tell when you were younger. My dad fit into this.
What's your favorite costume, Belle, that you've ever worn?
Probably the Night Fury one.
The Night Fury.
Yeah, she went How to Train Your Dragon. We're fandom people, okay, Nina? Like, it's not just, we don't stick with just Disney or Harry Potter. We're like all in for How to Train Your Dragon and all in Hotel Transylvania.
I'm a fandom household too.
So, yeah, she was Night Fury this last, for her birthday. She had a whole entire party.
That sounds cool.
David's just now catching up on us, and he's telling me, "Pull it together." Can hear him.
Tell him shh.
Nina, what does your mom think? We haven't had a mom update from Nina.
She must not have watched. I'm a little disappointed in her. But because when I was texting her responses, and I'll get all these like out of context random texts from her. Hello,
Hi, Mitzi.
Hi, Mitzi. Mitzi will be like, "Am I in the right spot? They're talking about Sesame Street, not Disney." We've kind of had we've meandered around.
I can't wait to see the cards I'm going to receive.
Sometimes I put on like the 70s and 80s episodes on during the day when I'm stressed, and it really like zens me out.
And the same thing with the Muppet Show sometimes. I'll watch like the old Muppet shows and I'm like, yeah. She likes everything, the old ones.
Yeah, bless Heather's heart. You can tell she just kind of it gets, and she's like, "So how do I get this back on track?" She's got a look of panic every now and again.
So now
I try not to laugh.
Disney owns the Muppets. I mean, like, could you consider it a Disney character Easter egg that Big Bird and them are at the wedding for Kermit and Piggy?
Kermit was in Little Mermaid, was he not?
Yeah.
Which is so bizarre to me.
He's in
like,
Little Mermaid?
Yes, he is. I believe there's a little itty bitty screenshot where you can see, I swear, Kermit.
What?
Yeah, you're all looking at me like I have not had a drink or anything, and I'm telling you.
And when we get on the RV.
We're gonna need a fact checker on you, Beth.
We'll talk about an Easter egg. You are all welcome. I can see you guys rushing to put the movie in after we get off of here. Try and find Kermit.
So does anyone, since we're off the rails, I'm just gonna stay there. Anyone has a favorite Muppet or Sesame Street character? We know Nicole's.
I love Snuffleupagus a little bit too.
I'm trying to convince my husband to put on the Elmo costume right now and come and just like do a cameo. It's not happening.
He can put a bag over his face. We don't need to see his head.
I'm surprised he doesn't have a Sweden's costume. I mean, I always was it Bean the bunny?
Yeah, that's his favorite Muppet. My husband's favorite is Bean the bunny, and Rizzo the rat, right? Bean and Rizzo.
I think so.
Yeah. Rizzo was funny.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the little
light the lamp, not the tail. Light the lamp, not the tail.
And Miss Piggy.
Yeah,
yes.
Probably my favorite. And then for Sesame Street, it's Big Bird.
Yes, Big Bird was always so
Muppet
sweet.
Takes Manhattan when Piggy's like, Kermit. And they do the whole Muppet Baby scene. That I love.
Muppet.
Such a love story. I mean, come on. Miss Piggy and Kermit.
Obviously, we haven't watched the new Muppet show because...
have they? Don't tell me. I can't handle it. Everybody breaks up. I mean, who's next after them?
The funniest part in Muppets Take Manhattan is like when he loses his memory and then she's like, we were dating, and he's like, what, do you bring home the bacon? Like,
that's so cruel.
It is. I guess we go hog wild.
Abby is my favorite. I have a special place for the Count.
Oh, yes.
Because Jack used to build a block tower that would be his microphone, and he would sing the Count song. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Twinsylvania. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He would love.
I love Grover because the monster at the end of the book, like that was one of her favorite books. We'll still read it once in a while. Like, don't turn the page. You turned another page.
We did a haunted house based on that book when he was in preschool. Our whole haunted house was like, don't turn this corner. Don't and they loved it.
Beth, you need a series on your channel. I have all these ideas when you're ready to come back. For the
Thank you. I need reasons to come back. Please help me.
YouTube days, because that's like brilliant that you turned your house into the monster at the end of this book. It's like, what was Beth or the collectioners doing before YouTube? And
Yeah,
revisiting these ideas.
you're very sweet. Thank you. That was fun. That was it was such a classic book, that was easy to, they did all the work on that one.
Now I'm picturing, because of what Nicholas said about you being the GPS voice, like at the end of the ride, you just being like, that was fun.
It was a pleasure having you all here today.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
I feel like I was meant to be here.
Yeah.
Nina?
Yeah, Joseph always got to do all the fun stuff. Like he was the thing that always like jumped out and scared, like 1 year we just did a sheet over him, but we put a little tuft of like blue. He was Bluebeard. He just had a blue beard on a white sheet. And, we tried to make him so he wasn't that scary, but he got to be the woo. And I was always the one like, you're fine. He's not going to get you, whatever.
We go to Six Flags in the Halloween season, and they have Fright Fest, which is actually like, it gets creepy. She likes to dress up, because only kids are allowed to dress up, like creepy clowns or vampires, and scare the other guests. Like she sits there creepily and is like, until the people are like jumping and scared of her.
She's like, got the creepy doll thing.
My kind of gal. That's the best.
Nina, I have
I
a
love
request
it that we're
for your
talking
next
so
one.
much about Halloween. I think this is fabulous.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like April to me at all. Is it October yet?
Don't rush it. Some of us would like a summer.
Yeah.
We're in Indiana. You know that it can snow from October until April.
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
we just had snow.
I know, just like 2 days ago.
Right. Big old chunks coming down. What was happening there? Bizarre.
Heather, what have you got for me?
Oh, it's going to be voice acting of Nina, because you do Alice. You do Alice, and you just did Miss Piggy a minute ago too. I don't know if you realize you do it, but like you hone on these characters, and they're so great. All your voices are so good.
You could read books and be the voices. Yes.
Heather got me doing Alice. The Brady Bunch from A Very Brady Christmas. What you have to go and say Sam for?
I'm such a nerd. I love it.
My husband's so proud.
I thought you were talking about Alice in Wonderland. That's so much better than Alice in Wonderland.
Why would we talk about Disney, Beth?
We've now gone from Halloween to Christmas, and I love it. I love it here.
Yeah. Never know
You
what
do
you're
an
gonna get.
excellent Alice. Absolutely. And Miss Piggy.
So my Brer Fox is not a legitimate Brer Fox. It's this wishable of Brer Fox I've taken that I used to torment my husband. I'm like, well, Tommy, I guess it's time for us to go to bed now. And like at arm's length in the bedroom, so I could just be like, well.
And does it sit like on your bedstand and like watch him sleep all night
He's on
long?
my desk. Sometimes he ends up in the bed. It just happens.
I want to go through a haunted house with Brad, because Brad compliments everybody. So we go through a haunted house and he's like, "Oh my God, your hair looks awesome! Your makeup is so scary." So having him and Beth together, like hand in hand, would be like, "Oh my God, your hair is so awesome!" And she'd be like, "Oh, this is the best thing I've ever seen." You're making my hair
Scary people. Like,
I'm so sorry.
Now I'm gonna scare you in a moment, but just
Yeah,
hold on.
it's coming.
Okay,
It's
there's an
coming.
open door right ahead of me. Don't do too much. Okay, sweetheart, here we go. One, two, three.
Boo.
Let's all calm ourselves.
Yes.
Yes.
Damon, listen, we don't even know what the tracks are. They went away a long time ago.
This was fun. This was
See,
fun.
we're just gonna come on here with no rules.
We
mean,
talked about Easter eggs for a while. That was April, and then we went on to Halloween in October and Christmas in December. So we,
And we told you how to get to Sesame Street. So,
Yes.
full circle.
Maybe
Yes.
when we do talk Disney, that's the Easter egg of this video. It's like near there.
I know, Alicia. It's,
We have so much content now.
Ooh, what's the topic going to be next month?
Yeah, good idea.
I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know. I tried to do this one, and look what happened. I'm just going to show up next month and see what does.
I was going to do the Moms of Disney because of Mother's Day, but we might talk about, stepdogs or something. I don't know. You never know.
A for stepdogs.
Oh, I know.
My
What do
kids
you
think
we should
like
have at the top?
Gothel and Jumbo. Do you remember that? The video? I'm like Mrs. Jumbo and Gothel together.
I do remember that.
It's so sweet. My kids.
Responsible because it was my question.
How are we going to make moms funny, though? I mean, seriously, most of that is like tear jerking. Like, bring your tissues next
Does
month.
the Walt Disney Company hate mothers? Like, is that
my-
it's like the deeper meaning here?
The worst was the Fox and the Hound. I mean, it was during the opening credits. Okay, that's so
And then-
offensive.
In Aladdin, he had a mother, and they cut her out. They didn't even keep her.
Did they see? Now that's like a dark Easter egg that I didn't know about.
My favorite song from the Aladdin musical is Proud of Your Boy that he sings.
I ask Heather if she knows that song because I've
Proud
already
of your boy.
I might know
Make
it.
you proud
You
of your boy.
know why I know it.
because Clay Aiken sings.
Yes.
Are we talking about Clay Aikens now? Have we gone American Idol style?
On American Idol.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And American Idol used to be at Hollywood Studios, so we're not too far off the rails.
They got rid of it right when Bradley was able to sign up. He was so sad.
Man.
Thanks for coming, Christine.
Bye. Thank you. I hope you are laughing just as hard as we are.
As much as Disney does make a lot of mothers sad, they do have some exemplary forms of mothers too, because Kala loves Tarzan while she's not biological and stuff like that. And I love Lucille. Lucille, bake them cookies. Which is Meet the Robinsons, sorry.
Okay.
And the caffeine. I have 13 caffeine patches on today. That one. But there are some moms that are out there, and
I feel like they're just starting to, because the examples I'm thinking of the older ones I watch. I'm like Little Mermaid, no mom. Belle, no mom. What's going on here?
Yeah.
I think there was something to do with Walt Disney's
losing
his mother.
Yeah.
And that
Talking
pain.
about tragedy. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine thinking that you had, you felt responsible for, your parents? Boy, we've gone really dark real quick. So,
Back to the being remembered.
So Sesame Street and Halloween and giggle giggle. I don't always phenomena. Da, 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 da. Are you sweating?
I am.
We're Richard Simmons. We're sweating into the oldies, guys.
That was brilliant today, Heather.
Yep.
Yes,
I
did
love
get
Richard
dark.
Simmons and brought home my Sweat into the Oldies DVD collection. And so my husband just casually went, "This is what I have to look forward to."
Yes, Tommy. Your life is exciting. Better take her to Cracker Barrel after she does that workout too.
for the biscuits.
I know. I got my gluten-free cupcake right here.
Oh, very nice.
That looks good.
I'm still waiting on rainbow cheesecake.
They have to be off the wall, and that will just be the topic, off the wall.
Yeah. Or you can talk, moms, because I think that, like, as fun as it is to laugh and joke and stuff, too, the serious things are, you know, they have to be talked about, and it's good to see every facet, every angle of people, and they're multi-dimensional.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're into Star Trek.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh boy.
Okay. Live long and prosper, everyone.
It's just so good to come on here and laugh.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
So 1 month, Heather, I think we're going to need to do a book month, because then I'll be like going into overdrive. Like I'll be going nuts.
Yes. Yeah. Let's do books next month then. We can do that.
She just purchased 6 new books today. She did. Just her. We went to Barnes and Nobles and she was like living the best life. Most kids are like, can we go to the toy store? She's like, can we go to the bookstore?
That's wonderful.
Heather, I also think that you should have a subtag, like a subline to your channel. It's like the Disney Housewife, the exclusive spot for Beth from the Collectioneers Club.
Yes. The only place you can see her.
Yes.
I yank her tush out of retirement once a month.
And if you want to see Beth in the Collectioneers Club, you could only see her at the Disney House.
Good luck with the lounge fly.
Yes. Hi, Mitzi. Thank you for coming on.
What's releasing?
I know. Now I'm like,
I'm out of the loop.
Is it Sesame Street?
Love you.
Yes. If it's Big Bird, we're signing off now. Just kidding.
Is it Manamana?
I love him.
Oh my gosh, I'll listen to that voice.
What is
I can't wait. Next month I'm wearing my Manamana shirt, just so we're clear.
I you don't have your own line. You know?
Star Wars. Okay.
Star Wars. Okay.
We can't wait to see what
I
you
should have
get.
known. Good luck.
Yeah, we love you.
Are we supposed to talk Star Wars next month? Because May the 4th be with you.
Oh, that's true.
Oh.
Yeah.
And the Disney sisters want to be guests next month. So, y'all.
That would be fun.
Don't let me forget. I will definitely send you guys that link. Last Saturday of May, if that's okay. Is that still okay with everyone else?
Yes.
Yes, I will be in Tennessee, so I'll watch you guys later. But we're celebrating Brad's birthday. We're okay. We don't feel left out. I got books to share, though.
Well, we can definitely like talk backstage or something and put a date that works for everybody together. Because I won't be here the week after Mother's Day. I won't be in town or able to do a live stream that week. So we'll work that out for sure. And that'll be fun. Now I want to see what bag you're sharing, Nina.
Yeah. Now I'm looking at all the Loungefly bags because, you know, May is also my B-Day month, May 14th.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm, shopping for myself because that's when I send out the benefit, many benefits of having many siblings. But on my birthday, I dish out those wish lists. I was 9 years old Because I say support my YouTube channel by buying me things to show on it.
Yeah, and it was so funny when you sent me your book. What was that?
My brother will buy me stuff from my wish list to unbox on my channel.
Oh, okay.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I know when I was sitting there looking at your book wish list, I'm like, I'm waiting till after your birthday to see what people buy you.
Yeah.
For your birthday from the book list.
I'm telling you, and if you find like when you're at your discount shops, like the Ollies that I don't have that I wish I had, or that eBay seller, any Star Wars book like used, I wait for them at my library and try to get them, those I just don't mind having them all.
Do you have all the splintered ones? The splintered and unhinged and like that book series? That's the Alice spinoff.
Those sound fun.
They're different. No, I don't like. I'm a very young adult reader because I like PG-13. So if it's a little too angsty, like he loves her, but she loves him. Oh no, where will they be? I kind of like. I finish it because I'm a completist, but I don't really need this anymore. I'm not gonna read it again.
Oh wow. I finally found out what Damon was trying to tell me through the door a little while ago. He was putting his little 2 cents in from Sesame Street. There was one, we had not been together very long at all. And Michaela had, she was having night terrors because of puberty and things like that. Mm-hmm. And we stayed up with her for 24, I think he drove straight through from Indiana. And we stayed up with her 24 hours straight after he had drove from Indiana to South Carolina. And she was watching, I think School is Cool, that Sesame Street thing. And it was just saying 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 count. 3 is my favorite number. And we just thought we were going to lose our minds because that was so repetitive. That's what he was singing through the door. Oh, hi.
I figured he was just telling me that I was too loud and needed to be quiet. Damon's like, tell her to shush.
Tommy and I get that way because like we were out to eat with like a Easter dinner, and my sister had the iPad with my nephew playing Baby Shark on repeat, and it was like, and I'm like, how do people do this? I'm gonna go nuts. Does it have to be so loud though?
What does the fox say? Ding, 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 ding. No, hers are Greatest Showman or the Descendant soundtracks. And like, I'm going to be completely honest, I can dig it too. So ain't nothing annoying about it.
It depends on the song. Because when I love a song, I do play it over and over, and then Tommy has to listen to it. He's just lucky it hasn't been Baby Shark. Luckily, it's been okay.
The Baby Shark, it gets a repetitive award, for sure. The parents, they should get, a gold star on that one.
Because, like, I remember the Barney song.
Yes.
Or the Teletubbies. Pixie, la la. Oh! No. Yeah.
So what is about me and my bad merch tendencies that all she had to do was mention that there's a release at 9 p.m. and I'm manically like refreshing my page, and I don't even know what this release is, just that Star Wars related, and it's like I have to see it go live.
Speaking of Baby Shark, have you seen the Sesame Street Shark?
The what shark?
Sesame Street has got Elmo Fish. It goes Elmo Fish, Cookie Shark. Have you seen that one?
No.
It's
really you brought it right back around to Sesame Street.
You guys, I like Sesame Street, but it's not really high up there. I just want the shirt because I want to go to SeaWorld, and like I gotta wear merch. Like, hello, I don't own plain t-shirts like normal. If I do, I do. I have plain colored t-shirts because I do have a lot of Lululemon leggings, and they're loud. So.
My most funky ones are like Kermit. I have an all over print of Kermit. and I need a Kermit shirt.
I
Christy,
need to get
said
something
hi.
Sesame Street. I didn't know it was such a thing. I feel like I'm out of the loop here.
Lula Rose.
You're out of the loop with what? I'm sorry, I was out of the loop.
Sesame Street. I need to get, something Sesame Street because, it's such a thing now.
It is. It is the thing. I think it's a bag release, Tom.
Oh my goodness. So to truly stir the pot and get it back on track for like 5 seconds, I did find that ratatouille thing. The ratatouille Easter egg.
Oh, yes.
Yes. The Easter egg. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm like, I don't want to sign off and forget because it's really cute. So the opinion of it, if you guys are just tuning in, we started off doing Easter eggs, Disney Easter eggs. So I had mentioned I've seen Ratatouille a million times, but there is a scene really close to the stock pot that in the very beginning where Remy like spills something, or no, somebody spills something into the stock pot and Remy fixes it. Linguini does it. So I noticed that there were some offset initials. There's 2 sets of initials. So the theory is because, hold on, I can't see. Oh no, I lost it. Okay, so it's AG and RL. So they're saying it's August Gusto and Renata Linguini. So it's like a foreshadow of like a hint to the relationship before Skinner finds out that Ratatouille or Linguini belongs to him. So I thought that was pretty cool. I was like, I know that has to stand for something.
I love when they foreshadow that, and
that is a detailed one. Like that is one of the more detailed.
So you can see the initials there. See, they're not like a typical, when you get a stock pot, the initials or the brand is under the handle, and this is just offset. And so I was like, that's
so
gotta
you
mean
knew
something.
it was something. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
Wow.
See, that's something you bring up at a party and everybody's like, wow, that's
no, that's something you bring up at a party and they go, Ratatouille, like the dish with tomatoes, and you go, no, honey, I'm a Disney person.
Yes, absolutely.
And then I always put that. Ooh, look.
and considering we didn't talk about Sesame Street enough, I have to show you Kermit in The Little Mermaid. Are you ready?
Yeah,
I've got it.
Yeah.
I've got it. Okay.
I'm gonna bring you up.
Okay. See, I'm doing the same thing, Heather. Okay. So there is
You're right.
his beard.
You're
right?
right.
And then there's Kermit.
Oh, I'm Kermit the Frog.
I didn't drink. I knew I read that.
Right. I owe you an apology because I was fully expecting you to show me a picture of a frog at the Kiss the Girl scene, like on a lily pad, and for me to be like, Beth.
Yeah, and go, I know, because like they talked about that, like you remember the Sorcerer and the Stone when they had the wizard battle, and they were going back and forth, and like he would be a squirrel, and then and somebody said, oh look, they put him in like the Fox and the Hound or something. I'm like, no, they didn't. He was like a purple squirrel in the Sword and the Stone. This is just a regular brown squirrel. I'm sorry, they're not all Easter eggs, but
Arthur was a brown squirrel when Merlin transformed him to learn the life lessons. And then the squirrels wanted to hug him, and Merlin was the white squirrel, and then they were the fish, and then Archimedes tried to eat him, but not really.
Okay, so maybe that they were saying that was.
So maybe I don't know. I don't know for sure, but he was a brown squirrel.
Yeah, that was a very good point. See, we're taking a deep dive into the Easter egg.
As promised.
Topic. To round us off here. So that's
I'm
return.
trying to see that up close, the Kermit thing up close, And what I'm
Yeah.
seeing is
That digitally edited it during this time to
They put they put
yeah, I'm seeing
Mickey
Goofy and Donald and Mickey.
Goofy. Yeah, they put them in there too.
wow.
It's like
Yeah.
it's all that crowd. That was a party crowd. Let me tell you, like everybody and their brother is in that crowd. Yeah,
Where is this one?
it's in that same scene with King Triton.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
they were just having a good old time.
That's crazy.
Yes.
I'm excited to see what this bag is going to be.
So
We're like a few seconds away.
are they just revealing it now?
I think
No,
it's
there's like 6 of them, I think, that are
Okay.
dropping. It's like the Funkos that just came out, yesterday morning. That was and the Enchantress, Madam Mim as the pig. There was a bunch of them. Unless you collect it and you're like gung ho on it, you got to have your refresh button and go, and then your credit card already in there saved. Yep. It's an ordeal. It's too hard. It's far too difficult.
Like me with 3 little tinker ears. I was always like,
It is so hard.
Everybody's got their thing.
Yeah.
Watch that she's in like a different time zone than me. And I'm like looking for this bag and it's not like ready yet or something.
Nina's really got her curiosity up.
Yeah, I don't know what's happened.
Goodness.
I'm attached to this like fictional bag because I don't even know what it is.
She got a new Lego set today. It's Jurassic Park.
Hold on, I want to see. Where are you at? Okay, there you are.
Ooh,
cute.
It's the egg one.
Oh, I like that. That's really cool.
Like mother, like daughter.
Did it come with the Henry Wu?
Yes, Henry. Oh, not happy with him, but he did come with it. He is with it. It's Henry Wu's. It's Dr. Wu's.
So I will leave it to everyone in the comments. We will probably not stick on topic long, but what topic would you like to see come up in next month? We'll do books depending on what day. If we have to do books in June, that'll be okay too. But what topics would you guys like to see next month?
This is kind of interesting.
Did we run
does
everyone
anyone know when fly releases?
Maybe it's on Pacific time.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Probably. That happens to me every time I try to wait up.
Yeah.
It also might be one of those small shops because the small shops have been getting more of the releases and stuff like that. Yes, I'm with Alicia. Like, I love May and Star Wars. I can't get enough. I know that it's only the month of May and everybody shares Star Wars things, but I'm like, they're so controversial because people that love Star Wars, and people that love Star Wars love one of the trilogy. Like, they all have their set that's their hearts. Like, this is the one I appreciate them all, but these are my favorite. These are the ones that my heart goes to.
Yeah,
I think
it
also
would be interesting.
We'll be chatting at like the end of the month, so a lot of the Star Wars stuff won't be as
prevalent because it all comes out between the 4th and the 6th, right? May the 6th be with you, and may the 4th be with you, and may the 6th.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chrissy, for the answer that Bibbidi released the Loungefly. So I can stop refreshing.
And figurines, great finds at a good deal. That's good because we're all kind of thrifty people, so we could definitely throw that in there too. Could definitely do that. Yeah, please don't let me forget. I should write notes. Didn't bring my handy dandy notebook, but I will text myself.
Loungefly flashback. It's sold out already.
Wow.
This bag I didn't know I needed.
And Tommy takes a sigh of relief over there.
And this month, while we did talk about Easter eggs, we also dove into a little bit of other fandoms. So you got that. Like it was other Disney Easter eggs and fandoms. Surprise.
Yeah.
That was, like Nina said, it's the Easter egg in this discussion. So
yeah. I definitely had a good time. And I know we stayed way over. I am so sorry. I think everybody had a good time though.
It worked out for the deck. Christy
now Joe has an RV to sit out and wait on me in.
Well, he could just take a nap then, right?
Yeah.
And he can go to the bathroom.
He's got a potty. Yeah.
He's got a potty. They're ready to go.
And a fridge.
And a fridge.
Oh, goodness. Well, I do know that you have a little bit of a drive back to the house, so I will let everyone quickly talk about what they have coming up on their channel, and then we can call it a night, I guess, unless anyone wants to add anything else.
I have some videos I filmed in the queue. I have a cat lady box swap, like a Disney cat swap. That's going to be coming up the day after tomorrow.
Oh, fun.
On Wrestling with Disney.
All right.
I'm deep in thought about the Boo Ball, trying to decide what might be new, what direction to go. Yeah, and I've got a lovely swap coming up in June.
July.
This is the exclusive spot.
Christmas and
July. I need to do something before then.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what. It's July, yeah. Exciting.
Yeah. Well, we always want to see more of you, so can't wait to see what.
Beth also has books coming to her that she will now narrate for us all to enjoy.
With Nina's voice piped in for the different character voices.
And she'll be doing her retired and RVing series with Joe.
with the ambient sounds of the countryside going by through the window.
Yes.
With co-stars Sassy the Pig.
Yes.
Oh gosh, I can't imagine her being in an RV. Oh my goodness.
Yes. Oh, Animal, he's fun. Yeah.
Animal is fun. He really is.
Yes.
Very sweet.
We have a family channel. We're sharing stuff. We got, I don't even know. We share a lot. You don't have to come by. Thank you if you do. I appreciate it. It's more from mental health of our family, but I like it when people enjoy. Lots of swap boxes. I don't know. I've got 15 videos scheduled. So
wow. We're going from crickets to just bustle.
That's what happens when you have 3 people that are sharing things that we all like, and like we all pull for attention. So it's like, it's a lot.
But
so
for a viewer,
I really
there's so much.
Yeah. So
love
and
it.
Heather.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something else. I'm sorry. It cut out, so I didn't know if you were finished. I was supposed to have a video up today and completely forgot, so I still need to edit it. It was sharing the collection of, was it Fab 5 pins?
Sensational 6 pins, yep.
Oh, I thought it was Fab 5.
Well, it could be either.
Yeah.
Oh,
it was
okay.
both, like Fab 5 or Sensational.
She only shared her Donald pins, and
I'm
but
so behind on checking that. So yeah, I have that coming up. Shared a massive book haul yesterday for World Book Day. And I think I know. The DIY, there's like a DIY one coming up on the 30th.
Yes.
And a bunch of hodgepodge stuff. I did start a new series, Cruising the Carolinas. So there's really something for everyone, or, not at all. It's okay either way. But so I have that, and then something pretty special coming up for July. One specific thing, but then I'm going to be dedicating the whole month to Michaela because it's her birthday month. So all of my videos will be including her or about her, like her pen collection, her board game collection, like Disney board game collection. Just a lot of like day in life kind of things, and just vlogging all the Michaela things, because like last year I wasn't with her on her birthday. So yeah, I'm just like, I got to make it up to her that I was not able to spend her actual birthday with her because it didn't feel good. So it's a whole new Christmas. It's a whole new birthday for her, new celebration. So
I can't believe Abby forgot about World Book Day.
That's worse than the birthday. like it's like yes, but Abby forgot World Book Day.
Michaela will have a month full of celebration, and she had a wonderful birthday last year. It was just different than she's used to. There were balloons, so she had a birthday.
Yeah,
my kids don't always get balloons, so are they really as old as they're supposed to be? I don't know.
Yeah, we got to do balloons, and I know, like, I was sick, but I remember sitting on the couch and doing one of those like balloon. It's not like a balloon arch, but it's like the new trendy thing to do with balloons now, where they're like whatever that thing was. So it was funny because we kept her one up from all of the peach and the rose gold and everything. We kept that up from her graduation until we had to do her birthday one. So we did blues and silvers because this was her birthday backdrop. So yeah, we kept those up until I kept them up honestly until we decorated for Christmas because I could not bear.
That was so pretty. I could see why you left it up because it was gorgeous.
And then of course Damon took her and did the things that I normally do with her. He took her to do Target, and I think they got breakfast out somewhere after they dropped me off. But yeah, he spent the whole day with her, and he got her so many of like doorables and like those little collectible things, mystery little things. So I got in the car and I was like, I was not me that day.
You were fighting.
I was kind of funky, but they were like, "Oh, show mommy what you got." And I'm like, "What?" I was like, couldn't even hold my head up. And they're handing me all these little doorables. I'm like, I feel like I see 3 Mickeys. And they're like, "You do." I'm like, "Okay, good." But yeah, they had so much fun that day, but I'm doing birthday this year, so
right.
Mama's on it.
Yeah. So
hello.
Hi. I hate that you missed out. We've been on here for like 2 hours. Oh my goodness. Definitely.
It got wild.
It did. If you need to come watch the replay, I'm just gonna tell you, as soon as we find out, you gotta go back in and watch it because I bubbled over like a teapot 15 times. I lost control. It was hilarious.
I don't know if you were laughing because I'm funny or if you were just laughing at me because I'm ridiculous, but I'm glad you're laughing.
At times I was like, there's a joke that I missed.
Oh yeah, definitely. It was a lot of fun, a lot of laughs.
Mm-hmm.
All the white woodland.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Thank you. A lot of gifts from friends and family back there, so it means a lot.
Yeah. Did you get the Raja one? I don't even know if you have that one or not.
Yeah. Yes. I think Mama got that one for me. That's the beauty of this is, I can look around and see, different people got me different, pieces. So it brings back a lot of nice memories.
That's basically all of like the Jim Shore pieces of the collectibles that I have out now is just the sentimental things that I've been gifted with birthdays, Christmas, things like that, or in swaps, or just because. And it's nice having that surrounding you. It's just extra little love from places around the world that little hugs get in person.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I read that.
Thanks.
Ah. Okay, guys, as much as I hate to do this, I know everybody's probably ready to go to bed, but I've enjoyed every single one of you and enjoyed everyone popping up in the comments. It was so much fun. Thank you.
Yes,
It was a lot of fun. Thanks for joining us, everybody, and
like a Saturday
good to
night
see all you lovelies.
Yeah. We will see you guys in May.
Yes.
Yes.
We're talking
Bye.
about Star Wars, sounds like, so
Yes.
We're
baby.
talking about something Disney and not derailing.
we'll start off with Star Wars and then move to Disney, I'm sure.
Yeah. All right. We love y'all. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye. Love ya.
Waving.